there's no sense worrying. One of the most common things I consult on all over the world is people that are making major mistakes in their periodization. So we have the macrocycle and microcycles, and the classic periodization models are undulating periodization models. But what I've seen consistently around the world, and I do work all over the world, even through translators, is that almost every strength and performance conditioning coach overlooks the most important cycle of all. What is it? It's the circadian cycle, 24-hour cycle. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you've got a 3-day mesocycle or a 5-day mesocycle, that means your athlete can screw up 5 times each cycle. And if you're screwing up with things like when you're going to bed, if you're screwing up with how much you're working out in a day, if you're trying to do too much in a day, you can kill yourself. There is no need to look at any cycle until you have got your athlete fully in touch with the 24-hour cycle. So we have a lunar cycle. There's the 24-hour cycle, there's the lunar cycle. In the women, this is critical. If you look at all the relationships to training in the female hormonal menstrual cycle, it's pretty important. I don't have time to get into it, but I'd say it's critical. Then you've got your annual cycles. I'm from San Diego, California, the triathlon training capital of the world. This is my buddy Bob Foley here. Him and I have been working on these triathletes for 20 years together in San Diego, and I can tell you, as he can, usually the Europeans, people from Sweden and Denmark and Germany, they come to San Diego, and guess what they do? They train balls out winter, spring, summer, and fall. And after about 3 years, they almost always hit a wall called chronic fatigue. I have worked with more burnt-out triathletes who did absolutely fine until they moved to Southern California, and now they don't have any season, so they don't have to rest. It's hard to ride a bike when the roads are covered in black ice and 2 feet of snow, so they're forced into variety. But when people get too one line, too single-pointed, and too hot, they fry themselves. So we have to look at the seasonal cycle, the 24-hour cycle, and we've got to look at the lunar cycle.